In this video, I test the safest car care chemicals in the game. Let's go. We're gonna go over Clean Tool. This brand is out of Poland. They claim no caustic chemicals, no SLAs, no sodium hydroxide, no sodium potassiate, metabolic, you get the gist. We're gonna be using Clean Tool today, doing a hybrid wash. I'm gonna go over my process. And in that, we're gonna be using Sponge Gurus. We're gonna test them out. Shout out to Johnny for sending me this, the Sponge Gurus. We're gonna see what they're about. This is their kit. Has everything in it that you need to get your cars done. But let's talk about what we're using in terms of chemicals. What we have here is Clean Tool's new Tire Pro. Can be used straight, 1-to-1, 1-to-3. This one is a harder hitting tire rubber cleaner. This is their wheel acid. You want to use that. 10-to-1, 1-to-9. Yeah, that one hits definitely hard. Dude, don't let that dry. This is their new Rinseless Wash, rinse-free, Eco Wash, 200-to-1. And then we have their TFR, which is going to be my hybrid wash. And this one smells like black cherry, works amazing. I'm using this 10-to-1. The dilutions are in the bottle, very simple. And the new IK sprayer. And then we're going to coat the car with Admire. And here we have a ready-to-use rinse aid. So this one would be for the wheels. I have here is a car with tremendous amount of bugs on the windshield, on the front. The tires and rims are nasty and dirty. I'm gonna play the clips of those doing it here. Bugs are harsh. If you let the bugs stay on your clear coat, it could damage. It's acidic. We're gonna see if this hybrid wash or these chemicals that claim to have none of the stuff that actually work in it, can it clean? We're going to put that to the test today. We're going to show you, we're going to be proper about it, meaning make sure that the panels are not hot. Make sure that the wheels are cooled off a little bit. Make sure you do your due diligence as to not screw up the vehicle with any chemical, regardless if they claim to have SLAs, NLAs, BFF44s, and all that crap. Dilute our chemicals. So this is, I only use 28 ounces here. So I'm going to use 9.3 ounces of Tire Pro here. And it's about 300 mils. So I'll do 250. You can't put in a foamer. I'm not doing any of that nonsense today. Got some work to do on this car and I want to get it done as quick as possible as they're picking it up in the morning. Let's look at the sponge removal box. So you get a sponge here, feels real nice. You get, looks like for the spokes, and it's pretty long, it's about 8 inches. You get this for the inside of the lug nuts. And then I'm excited about this one for inside of the Toyota, the Ford, where they have the little honeycomb grills. You clean inside of that. So we're gonna use a few of these for this right here. Let me grab this. Let me grab this and go from there. I typically don't like to use water when I'm doing the tires. I like to spray on and just let it work. To get more of a foam, you could do this, but again, this is for the tires. We're just gonna sit here, see what it does. We're gonna agitate it in a second. And you can see what I'm doing here, just making sure. So I have no spillback, meaning my throat doesn't hurt when I'm spraying that. Again, you can foam it on. And we're just going to clean this tire. So that's just the tire portion of it. It does do a better job browning it. And you can see it here, how it's browning the tire. These tires look new, so there's not a lot of dirt, grime on it. But you can see how it's breaking that up. And we're just going to come in and get it clean. Wheel acid, and I am going to hit all that. I'm gonna grab the little sponge guru and just start. Oh, this is nice. Lord, that's pretty cool. Give me with this, grab this right here. Just give you an update. These sponges are pretty freaking nice. So they contour to it. It has a long enough handle to get the back of it, but also the wheel cleaner, the new tire cleaner from Clean Tool slaps, takes the dirt off. The acid always does a great job, and I love the little sponge that they float in the bucket, so you don't have to go digging. Here's what I like about this: I put the sponge in here, it floats, so I never have to go digging at the bottom of it. That's kind of lit, dude. I'm not gonna cap, bro. Look, right here, boom, boom, boom. Let's go over the wash now. So all the wheels and tires are done. Tire Pro, Can be foam, can be used 1-to-1, 1-to-3. It did a great job browning, cleaning, and took all the dirt off. I'll show you videos of it here while I talk. That coupled with the acid wheel slapped, in my opinion, slapped. In my hybrid method of washing cars, I like to do a high pH soap or some type of pre-wash. Right here, I have TFR. I have it diluted 10-to-1, and then we're going to go to the car. Now the goal here is to take off all the bugs, dirt, grime, grit before I hit it with it. So I'm going to use the new IK sprayer, which I love and adore. The new IK high pH is made for a pH of 7-to-13. So any high caustic chemicals that you want to use, you use here. I love the spray pattern. Look at the spray pattern. Nuts. I'm going to hit it heavy where all the bugs are at. And this is going to be my high pH. I'm going to hit this. Smells insane, by the way. Smells like blackberries, cherries. So you want those chemicals to dwell on there for as long as possible. We want to hit the glass here and get everything on the glass saturated. Man, I love how it atomizes. I love how that atomizes. It's nuts. This section is contaminated with bugs. I only pumped it once. Hit that spray here. Hit this area with bugs. And I'm going to hit the rest of the car, lower panels, to let the traffic foam remover do its thing before I contact that with a rinseless wash. Now this can be used on wheel and tires too to get the majority of the grime out. You see how it does on bugs. And you can see it absolutely decimated the bugs. Now the front of it tells a different story because the bugs here were pretty special. So my hybrid wash TFR by itself took all the bugs off of the here, took the bugs off the windshield, took the bugs off of this. Sponge Guru sponge. I'm going to use the new Rinseless Wash from Clean Tool, so it's Eco Wash, 250-to-1, and it has a magic scent to it. Now you're like, what the heck's a magic scent? I have no idea, but it smells magical. It smells real good. It's not so heavy in the scent that turns you off, but it's not so light that you can't smell anything. It's like a perfect mix of what it should be. So I'm going to dilute this in my thing, 2 ounces. I'm going to show you the consistency of this. It is a traditional rinseless wash. What does that mean? There's not a lot of surfactants in it. It reminds me of my favorite rinseless wash a long time ago in the sense of cleaning. The slickness is up there with all the rinseless washes on the market. To avoid any water spots, even though I'm inside, I'm going to pre-spray the whole car with the rinseless so that way they become polymer spots. So I just want to hit every piece, especially the areas that are in direct sun or in the hottest part of the garage. Just so if it dries, it does turn into a polymer marks, and I don't have to worry about chasing water spots before the paint correction because my hard water sucks. Just a test, you know, usually sponges for rinseless washes, I would use some with the slits because technology of it to encapsulate. So in this, I'm going to use this sponge guru just to see the vibe I get. And again, the steps I did were tires and rims, TFR, which is a traffic film remover as a pre-wash, and then I'm doing their contact wash for the brand new rinseless. And then we're going to use the sponge guru sponge already pre-washed. So I'm just going to come in and even, oh my lord, oh, time out. This rinseless wash, I'm telling you, for you all who love traditional rinseless washes, that means none of the foaming nonsense, any of this is up your alley. TFR with this combo is nuts. I'm going to show you this right here. Let's go over what it is and what it isn't. So this Rinseless Wash does not have a lot of bubbles. Look, when using a sponge, remember this sponge is from Sponge Guru, so it does aerate it a little bit, but there's no things on it. Nice. Look at the wipe off. Perfect wipe off. Not too slick, just a perfect kind of wipe off that you would expect from a great Rinseless Wash. Took a phone call and I let that dry. And I just want to show you the reason I do the walk around with this is because those polymer marks will come off. You see? Those are now polymer marks from Clean Tool. I'm just rubbing it. They're all over the side of the truck because I had to take a call, but you can see I reactivated. So I'll show you the reactivation on that. So I'll show you here. You can see how it wets, how it takes it, and then we'll dry it just to show you an example of that. It does come back to life after you reactivate it. And then I wanted to show you that on camera so you can see it, no harm, no foul. It does a great job at encapsulating minerals. Again, it's never gonna make it go away or soften quote unquote water, but you want it to do that so you can use it outside. The spot was covered in bugs. TFR in this Rinseless Wash is wild. So I'm gonna spray this again, the honeycomb, so you can see what we're gonna do with the Sponge Guru. I just wanna saturate it. Again, the purpose of this is to make sure it doesn't wet out or a water spot. So I have my Sponge Guru here, and I am going to come in and I am going to hit, oh, shit, makes life so easy, bro. You can use an APC, you can use your soap, whatever you want. Again, I already did a TFR on this, so I'm not really worried about it, but I like to come in. You can see there's no dirt on it. I come to my solution here, and I just let the Rinseless Wash do the work. This area I will blow out because I don't want to sit here forever, but it just covers everything. Like just does a good job of covering everything. There we have it. We use some of the safest chemicals on the world to wash this truck. It was able to tackle the heavy jobs. It was able to clean with the Rinseless Wash, was tremendous. Absolutely. Another video on that has to be by itself. That stuff was tremendous. Their Tire Pro to clean the tires, got it looking dark, rich. The acid to clean the wheels, and we're able to do that easy peasy. It took about 15 minutes to clean the whole car, and I have it looking right. I'll play the clips here of the vehicle. If you haven't yet watched this video where we repaired 20-year-old clear coat with one product, it was absolutely nuts. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll see you next time. We're out.